Hi, I'm Spearman with the Blue and Gold, and these are the picks of the week. Today I have some very special guests I'd like to introduce to you. On my left, Mr. Reynolds, Mr.Karassik,
People's Champ.
and representing the students to my right, Anna Folger. For our first game for Saturday's action, we'll start things off with Notre Dame and Arizona State. Ms. Reynolds, how do you see this one turning out?
Well, I see the Fighting Irish going down this week simply because I believe that God will be smiling down on the Devils this weekend. Their little lackluster performances against the ACC conference is not going to be that impressive.
Karassik.
The Devils.
I don't know if you know or not, but the defending national champions come from the ACC. So, the Clowns in this one, unfortunately.
SEC.
My beloved Pac-10 Stanford Cardinal, who should be number one despite 3 losses. They're going to play Notre Dame. They're going to lose Notre Dame, just like Arizona State. Notre Dame wins this one.
Anna.
Well, since I'm such a knowledgeable sport enthusiast, I would know from my kids that I babysit that Notre Dame will win.
Our next game, Kansas State versus TCU. Ms. Reynolds.
I believe the Horned Frogs have this one this week.
Karassik.
I concur with Reynolds. Horned Frogs are pretty good. They put up some numbers.
And Anna.
What were the 2 teams playing?
It was Kansas State versus TCU.
It's Texas Christian University.
The Horned Frogs.
I know. Well, I'm also a huge fan of the state of Texas in general, and so I guess I'll go for TCU as well.
Our next game, Ohio State versus Michigan State. Ms. Reynolds.
All I have to say is Urban Meyer, ex-Gator, ball coach, has the advantage here. Ohio State wins.
Karassik.
I agree with you, Coach Reynolds, that Urban Meyer is the ex-Gators coach. His strength of schedule is just as good at Florida. Play every single cupcake possible, and then have one division rival they cannot beat.
National champion?
Oh, when was that? Oh, back when Tebow was around? He's irrelevant. Just like Ohio State. The Spartans roll them up big time. Good job.
And Anna.
Well, I have no idea about either of these 2 teams, but I guess I will go with the Spartans, as Mr. Karassik said so.
Yes, People's Champ. And our final game for the colleges, Alabama versus LSU. Ms. Reynolds.
Definitely roll, Tide, roll.
Karassik.
Les Miles is a paper champ, as it turns out. Or a chump, whatever you want to call him.
Chump.
Nick Saban is an actual champion, just like me. Crimson Tide wins in Death Valley. Again, weird Death Valley kind of nonsense. Okay. Crimson Tide. People's champ. Nick Saban.
And Anna.
Alabama against
LSU.
LSU. Well,
Purple and gold, crimson.
I do like purple. It happens to be my favorite color. So I will be the alone person and say LSU.
Okay, let's turn our attention to Sunday's action in the NFL. Chicago versus Green Bay. Ms. Reynolds.
Well, I kind of miss the days of Refrigerator Perry, the Brett Favre, those kind of competitions. So the Battle of the Midwest is a little lackluster for me these days, but I still will say the cheese heads will prevail.
Karassik.
Discount double check, right? Aaron Rodgers. He's a champ, isn't he? Right?
He is a champ.
That's pretty good.
He's got a ring. Does he have a ring?
I believe he
He
does.
has a ring.
A little bit of ring there. Green Bay, I think they're going to win this one. I went with Chicago the last time. Of course, I was right. This is at Green Bay. It's tough to win at Lambeau, especially when Aaron Rodgers is throwing the ball.
And Anna.
I actually happen to be a kind of Green Bay Packers fan. So I guess I would have to go with the Green Bay Packers as well.
Our next matchup, St. Louis versus Arizona. Miss Reynolds.
I believe that is nap time. That will be probably the boring game of the day. But I'm going to say Arizona wins on that one.
Karassik.
Can't agree more. It's the nap time game. I don't think anyone wants to watch this game. People in Arizona are probably playing golf. People in St. Louis, who knows
Shovel
what
in their
they're doing.
driveway.
Yeah, something like that. I'm a Rams fan. I just, they beat Kaepernick, but that's like, Marist playing us in a football game. That's just no contest. Arizona's playing really well. Carson Palmer, I don't know. It's such a weak conference.
Did he
I
get a
think-
scholarship somewhere? Did he play in college?
Didn't he? Carson Palmer, he played for SC. Another paper champ, right? He lost it. Stripped of everything. How weird. I'm going to go with Arizona, though, because it's a home game. And University of Phoenix, legitimate school, stadium.
1-800.
And Anna.
I'm a Phoenix.
Yes, you are.
Well, I guess it's Arizona against the
St. Louis Rams.
St. Louis Rams. And I will go with Arizona because I really want to visit that state.
Our final matchup, Pittsburgh versus the New York Jets. Miss Reynolds.
Again, nostalgic for the Iron Curtain days. However, Pittsburgh has a long-standing reputation, long-standing tradition, and they will again prevail on Sunday.
Karassik.
I don't even know why this game is on. Are there so few disinteresting games that we just can't find anything else? I don't understand why this game
Go
is even on here.
Dolphins.
Benny and the Jets could beat the New York Football Jets. Jets. Suck, suck, suck. Okay? Michael Vick, congratulations. You're starting quarterback again.
Didn't do so well.
Pittsburgh, Roethlisberger's thrown like 47 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks, so I think that trend will continue. Rex Ryan, you are never going to be a champion on your own. Believe that.
And Anna.
I have to go with Pittsburgh as well, with the resounding concurrence of everybody else.
Because you're people's champ also.
Because I'm a people's champ also.
And you know who to follow.
Now for my picks. Picking these games was a lot like a teenager trying to figure out which Target I needed to bag groceries at so I could figure out, how to get famous. There's just so many choices. Notre Dame has only lost one game, and that's to a very good FSU team, so I got to stick with them against Arizona State. TCU has an impressive offense, and I don't see KSU being able to keep up with them, so I'm going to go with TCU, also known as the Horned Frogs. OSU hasn't seen a defense as good as Michigan State's, so I'm going to have to stick with the Spartans here. So, Michigan State all the way. And Death Valley, they say, is a place where dreams go to die. I think this is really going to be a nightmare for LSU, so I'm going to stick with Bama here. Sunday's picks in the NFL. I really like Aaron to have a big game throwing the ball, and I think they're going to take care of Chicago, so I'm going to go with Green Bay there. The Cardinals are looking past the Rams. That'd almost be like Chambly cheerleaders leaving a football game before it's actually over. So I'm going to go with the Cardinals here. And the Jets have more issues than Amanda Bynes. So keep it simple and go with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and you won't go crazy or even have to check into rehab. So dogs and poodles, if you're looking for more of this great stuff and expert analysis, you should really check us out on Bulldog Page 1. So until next time, see you later.
Don't forget to follow @TontonMcCoot on the Twitters. Shout out to my boy Tibor Drago last week. Made some good picks in the pros.
I heard he got
Tibor
deported.
_
He has been
Drago.
deported.
# save Tibor. It's a sad story.
Been deported.